Lens flare, what are you doing here? Dude, if anyone tried to wake me up like that, I'd just cry.
Okay, we're up. But if you want us to reach our full potential, shouldn't we at least get a full night of rest?
Yes, actually, rest is very important, especially in the early teenage years when our brains are still developing. So, don't stay up all night to do homework. Just sleep.
We were up so late, talking about how cool it is to have a new headquarters.
Oh, I see. You were talking all night. See? No, that's your fault. Also, how does this sync work? It kind of looks like he just presses that big blue button in the middle.
Or perhaps the grace of
Yeah, that's definitely termites. You're gonna have to get those exterminated.
Chores? Ninja fight, Sensei. They do not clean.
But do they play video games?
I expect things to be spotless when I return.
When Cole pulls Zane out of the floor, it sounds like a bunch of Lego bricks. Listen again. So, is Spinjitzu just like sucking things into the tornado and then pushing them back out? I mean, you gotta admit, that's pretty creative. Using fire to get rid of all the cobwebs and dirt and stuff, but using ice first to make sure you don't burn the wood. Okay, so let me get this straight. The ninja just found this pirate ship in the middle of the desert, assuming that desert used to be an ocean. But if they just found the pirate ship from hundreds of years ago, how does it already have giant electricity boxes and other stuff? Again, how were they finding outlets for the TV and console?
You guys did all this?
Well, ninja don't just fight, Nia. We clean.
And you play video games, and also Zane's a pretty good chef.
Looks like we're about to have some visitors. And loud ones at that.
Oh, it's my parents.
Best parents in the show, by the way. I guess you could say Zane's dad, but that's not really biological.
Mom! Dad! What are you doing here?
Oh, look, it's my baby boy!
Literally every mom ever when you're with your friends.
Do we have to talk about the junkyard in front of my friends?
He hates it when we tell people he was born in a junkyard.
Like, he grew up in the junkyard? Or was he literally born in the junkyard? Okay, I promise I'm only going to mention it one more time, but seriously, it hasn't been a day. How did they get all of this set up if it wasn't already there before? And on that note, how did Zane make pies within 2 hours of finding the ship?
What's the button?
He's working on a special defense system.
Something every ninja headquarters needs.
Every ninja headquarters? Spoiler alert, the button makes the ship fly. So, are we talking about the monastery flying too? Not that I'd be against the idea.
I told you, there's dangerous serpentine out there.
Well, I suppose we could get back.
Alright, this is super picky, but his mouth doesn't move when he makes the sound.
Bye, son! I couldn't be more proud!
And bring Nia with you, will ya? I can see why you like her.
Again, literally every mom ever. Also, why was she still talking at that volume? She got pretty far away by then.
Lights, dear. It's getting dark.
Right. Thanks, Sugar Plum.
Alright, so in this shot we can see the sun behind the ninja, but then Jay's parents turn around and drive in the opposite direction, and they're driving towards the sun. But I think it was honestly worth it because we get this cool transition shot.
I'm gonna make those Hypnobride pay for betraying me. I have to find the vampires. If there's anything a snake doesn't like, it's another snake.
Snakesism?
Lloyd Garmadon!
Dang, if those trees were any drier, that would have started a forest fire. Pretty cool blink and you miss it moment. When the snake jumps by, the flashlight flickers off.
And who, may I say, released us?
Do you think whenever a vampire becomes general, they get 2 heads? Or do you think that they were just born like that?
I released you to make the Hypnobride pay for betraying me.
The Hypnobride? Those hypnotizing deceivers. It'll be...
Our pleasure. It will be our pleasure. I said it first.
After that, there's some ninja I want dealt with.
But the Hypnobride are strong, and we are few in numbers.
How do you know how strong the Hypnobride population are? You haven't seen them in years. For all you know, they could be just as small as you guys are. Isn't it weird how some things are in English, but other things are in the Ninjago letters?
And back to the grind. So you turned on the security alarm before you left, didn't you, hon?
Must be broken.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure Fangpire can just interact with electricity. Like, when they just go past it, it turns off, I guess. I don't really know how it works. Which makes sense because the security system didn't work, and now the lights aren't working.
If we plan to attack the Hypnobride, we'll need to grow our army. Have boys!
Why are they walking so goofy?
Why do all the vehicles turn green instead of red and white? And why do they go from completely destroyed to fixed?
But we can also turn people.
What's your limit, though? Could you turn a house into a living snake? What about a vegetable? Because I'd kind of like to see a vampire carrot.
Sure got a lot of junk piling up. If only there was a place we could get rid of it.
Zane doesn't remember his dad, and Kai hasn't seen his parents in many, many years.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Of course. I'd love to visit.
This is even worse than Zane and Kai shaming Jay, because Cole lied to his dad and left him, and Cole's mom is dead.
But there's a lot of stuff on my plate.
Hi, Nia.
You gonna visit your parents today?
Sure am. Just about to leave. Come on, Wisp. It'll be a quick visit. Just in and out, nothing more.
It is as I suspected. The dragons are molting.
Okay, there's so many things wrong with this. First of all, why does he have it in the first place? Second of all, when they're molting, why do they have a high temperature? Third of all, it doesn't even look like he has a high temperature, so why would he even have this? Fourth, what is this counting scale? 35, 6, 37, 89, 41, 42? What?
Well, I guess I gotta go on this long walk all by myself. Sure be nice to have company.
Of course we'll go, buddy.
That's not Kai.
I could use a break.
That's not Cole. What are those weird rock structures in the background? Also, at this point, Sensei Wu already knew that their golden weapons could be turned into vehicles, so why didn't he just tell them then? I guess it was so he could play the flute for them all.
Quiet. My family's never quiet.
I mean, they could just be, like, out of the house or something. I mean, like, you know, don't count your chickens before they hatch, you know, Jay? Hey, that's a good life lesson. Maybe I should be a Ninjago raider.
The bite of the vampire. Once they sink their teeth, their venom can turn anything into a serpent.
But what would happen if a Fangpire bit another Fangpire? Or what if a Fangpire bit, like, a Hypnobride or something?
Lloyd!
Hello, Uncle. I'm glad you brought the ninja. I could use some help taking out the trash.
Nice one, Lloyd. That was a good one. That was rough. Oh, holy aura. So all the ninja used Spinjitzu for right here was to travel. So that makes me wonder, is it faster to use Spinjitzu to get around than to just run there?
Oh, why'd you have to be born in a junkyard?
Probably so we can make the Fangpire cooler than they actually are. Because, I mean, how useful would these guys be in, like, Jamanakai Village? Okay, that sounds really goofy, but I had to remove the music and just keep the voices, but it sounds so weird. Anyways, the reason I wanted to show you guys that clip is because Ninjago uses a lot of slow motion, and a lot of times it's really useless, but I actually think that this is a pretty cool use of slow motion. But I'll obviously point out when it isn't. If you look closely, you can actually see Jay jumping off the crane to get down. You know, when it comes to fight and flight, Lloyd is pretty heavy on the flight part, which is a good character choice because he's still just a wimpy kid who's pretty new at this evil stuff.
He's getting away with the staff!
Right now would be a good time to have those dragons.
There is still a way.
How?
Part of reaching your own full potential is understanding your weapon's potential. Once it is in tune with a focused heart, its secrets and powers can be unlocked.
He's saying our weapons are vehicles themselves.
Is he? Master Wu said nothing about vehicles. I mean, sure, Jay was like, oh, I wish we had our dragons right now. But all Wu said was you need to unlock their true potential, whatever that means.
Don't tell me I have to ride this like a broomstick.
Okay, so Kai would ride his like a broomstick. I think Cole would pretty much do the same. And then Jay would use his nunchucks and kind of spin them around like a helicopter until he's able to fly. And then Zane would stand on both shurikens and they would make him hover around. So we can see later in the show that they don't have to do these extreme motions every time they want to summon their vehicles. So I wonder if this is just like a first time thing, or if the animators just wanted to show what they could do. Also, how did they know what motions to do? I guess their hearts were guiding them or something? Alright, check it out. I have Zane's bike. It has this little ski thing. And then we got this thingy. Oh, crap. Okay. And then we got Zane. I think I have the wrong minifigure on. That's okay, though. And yeah, that's what I got.
I hate to hurt Rocky's feelings, but I think he's just been replaced.
Yeah, cool. Well, guess what? I want to replace you with, how about a frack? Yeah, we're gonna replace you with frack.
Does your flute turn into anything?
No, but you could make your elemental dragon. But no, just gatekeep that. Like you also gatekeep the golden weapons being able to turn into vehicles. I guess you could argue that they weren't ready back then, but are they really more ready now than they were a couple hours ago when they were walking to the junkyard?
I got it.
Seriously, how did you get that? Let's rewatch this. All right, so he's spinning uncontrollably, and then he does a front flip into a side twist, somehow avoids the blades, and then grabs the blade somehow by reaching his arm out who knows how far.
Jay, you have to concentrate. I can't.
I like how the summoning and the control of the vehicles is all really a mental thing instead of a physical thing, as are a lot of other things in this show, such as their elemental dragons in Season 4. It's nice to see struggles that aren't always power struggles, especially in a kid's show.
Why isn't it working?
Your weapon is merely an extension of your mind. If your mind is immobile, so is your weapon.
See, this is what I mean. Usually it's just, my ship can't shoot enough lasers at the bad guys. But no, they actually think about how the mental aspect of it relates to the physical aspect of it. You mean to tell me that everyone decided it was a good idea to leave the bounty even though their home was just destroyed 2 days ago because they left it alone?
I've been waiting for this moment.
Bottom stop! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, that's it!
In Jamanakai Village, it doesn't look like the villagers feel anything after they get unhypnotized, but Ed and Edna obviously feel ticklish or something, probably because it's a physical transformation.
I don't get what's wrong. I spent forever on this. It's supposed to work.
Son, maybe I can help.
Dad!
That should do it. Now try it.
Interesting. In the background, there seems to be a gate and a water tower of some sort. But there isn't really a town out here, is there? And I'm too lazy to go check if it's been in previous shots, so can somebody let me know down in the comments? Also, you mean to tell me that nobody noticed Jay putting thrusters on the bottom of the ship and was suspicious about that? Okay, so is this guy just dead? I mean, a giant metal staff was just dropped on him from like 100 feet in the air. So who's flying the ship right now? Because Jay's the one that built it, and I doubt that anyone else could learn how to fly that quickly. Unless they already knew how, but that seems unlikely.
Take a note, Edna. Of all our inventions, this one is our greatest.
Aw, so sweet. Anyways, if the video is ever flipped or the music is off, it's for copyright reasons. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.